everyone. It is Self-Care Sunday. Sunday, I tell you. Self-Care edition. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for this Sunday night, the 13th? The 13th of November. What is going on in your world? What are you grateful for today? Boom. Let me hit the right keys here and get you up on the big screen. We'll get it happening here. There we go. I think I can make that big so I can see what you're saying. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Hope all is well with you in Florida. Hope the windows are okay. I heard that was the last I heard from Angie. I know you and Angie were talking, so I hope the windows are okay. And that everything stayed safe there with the weather coming through with the hurricane. And hopefully that's it for hurricane season. Hopefully that is it. No more of that for you guys, I hope. Fingers crossed. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook, hop right on over there. There. To YouTube. Cassandra's got the link there for you in the show comments. Hey, Kitty, how are you? Good to have you here tonight. I see I've got a text from you to respond to, which I will. We were out at the movies tonight. We were out taking in the new Julia Roberts, George Clooney movie, which is a good, fun movie. And so if you need a fun night out, I do recommend that. We did that tonight. But it is great to be here with everybody. I hope everyone is having a great day. What are you all grateful for tonight? Relaxing day. Went to Sarah's. Nice. I love hearing when you got to go get together with Sarah. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Carrie. I'm thrilled to hear that there's no loss of glass and that everything is all fixed and sealed. That is great news. That is great to hear. That is actually absolutely fabulous to hear. You know, I worry about all you guys down there and everything that's going on. So, and we got a ton of rain from it when it came up here. Wind wasn't too bad, but we did get a bunch of rain. We did get a bunch of rain from it this weekend. From Nicole. See ya, Nicole. See ya, Nicole. Hey, Barb in Pittsburgh. Great to have you here live tonight. Great to have you here. Well, let's get started tonight, everybody. Let's stay positive with our Stay Positive book. That's where we start every night. Tonight, we are on page 156. We can take our mess and make it our own message. We can transform our tests into our testimony. And our pain can become our purpose to create a better future. There you go. That is our starting point tonight in our Stay Positive book. So very true. Lots to be positive about. Lots of good things. Although it was a busy weekend. I was at my desk a good part of the weekend this weekend trying to get caught up on things. 2 inches of snow yesterday in St. Louis. Wow. And you only got flurries. I would have thought the other way around, Kitty. But I did see lots of people posting about weather this weekend. And we were just talking about the difference in temperature between yesterday and today as we came out of the movie. Because it was really, it felt chilly there coming out of the movie. And even the movie theater had heated seats. So that was nice. I hit the remote start on the car on the way out so that the car started warming up. Yeah, I mean, I think we have from the high of yesterday to the high of today is like a 25-degree spread, and then the low I don't even know, and who knows what's for this week and everything. So. But hopefully good for selling coats and stuff. I'll take that. I'll take a little bit of coat selling. Nothing wrong with that. Um, lots going on here. So let me get at it here today. But there's actually a lot of positive stuff going on. So I would be remiss if I did not mention and call you out, Kitty, for your successful event this weekend, which was amazing. Your Christmas open house this past weekend, and all of your team elves, and how you planned that all out. You planned all that event, and when you plan your success, you reap the rewards of that success. So that was amazing. Laurel had hers, and again planned it out. Used the planning tools. Used what we talked about at Make It Happen, and you made it happen. You made it happen, which is just amazing. Angie and I love following everyone's success, um, and the paths you take to get there. The paths you are taking to get the success and make great things happen in your stores. And we are truly excited to see that, because that is what the whole process is about. That's what it's about when you take it to your next level. Okay. And everybody's next level is different. Um, but business does not have a finish line. If you are creating a business of excellence, it does not have a finish line. And it keeps on going. This is not a race that you run through the ticker tape at the end and it has a finish line. And so you build on your successes. You build on what you are doing to create continued success. And so I love that. We've started building up excitement for Small Business Weekend, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Secondhand Sunday, and just building on that. And Cyber Monday, we're starting to talk that up now. We have lots of runway with that, and getting people excited about it, and excited for what is to be. Best week you had in 5 years. I love that, Kitty. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. And what I will say with that, Kitty, is the best is yet to come. This isn't that. This is the best. The best days are not behind you in resale. The best days in retail are not behind you. The best days are ahead of you, if you open yourself up for that, if you plan for that, if you make yourself accessible for that, if you set your store up for success with that, it will do it. And yes, the inventory is a big part about that, and we talk about that, but it is planning everything. It is planning your team, planning your store, and planning for success and expecting success. And when you expect it and you open yourself up to that, amazing things can happen. We're a little more than a week till Thanksgiving. I can't believe, that we are. And it's just all happens in a blur, but you can plan for that. And you plan for that success. So, and good things are happening in general retail, despite, all the negativity in the news. Real estate company Preet, which owns a bunch of shopping malls, has reported a 10% rise in sales per square foot, not versus last year, but versus 2019. Okay, so they run malls and strip centers and open air centers, and they are knocking it out of the park. 10% versus 2019 in a mall is a great thing. It's an absolutely wonderful thing. And that is loving on your customers and creating this environment, which is what we talk about all the time. Isn't just talk. It is about creating that and creating that for success. I love this story. So the shopping cart. The shopping cart was first patented in 1939. And what I love about reading about shopping carts first coming into the fold in 1939 was the Piggly Wiggly, which was the grocery store where they were first used in Oklahoma City. There was a gentleman who owned a few of them in Oklahoma City in the 1930s. And as home refrigerators gained popularity, it enabled consumers to buy more. It enabled consumers to buy more, and the shopping cart idea at first was very hard to catch on. So much so, when they first put them in, nobody would use them. Nobody would use the shopping carts. Okay, but they then the owner of the supermarkets hired people to go around the store with the shopping carts, and that's what helped them catch on. Which I just love that part of the story. It is because you have innovation, okay, and then you have adoption, okay, of an innovation. So just because you're innovative doesn't make it all click, doesn't make it all take off. Having that innovative idea, but when you show how it's used, when you demonstrate its success, it catches on, and that is something we believe in. Walmart is seeing increased demand, okay, strong spending and demand from shoppers, but it is seeing shoppers with higher incomes are shopping at Walmart, okay, and they're doing that because their dollar goes further, okay. The quality isn't always there, but they are shopping for quality in between Walmart selection, but they are seeing higher income shoppers shop Walmart. Walmart personally drives me nuts at this point, but there was a point in our life where we shopped it all the time. I remember when we first discovered Walmart as a newly married couple, and we're buying things, and we'd have 2 shopping cart trips to Walmart, but we wanted better. Skechers. I love this story. Skechers and Hermès are in a lawsuit, okay, over patent infringement. Okay, but it's not what you'd think. You'd think Hermès is suing Skechers, but Skechers is suing Hermès. Okay, because of the claiming the luxury retailer's shoes infringe on its massage fit technology, which I just found funny. Have you heard of Gorpcore? Gorpcore. Gorpcore. It is you may not have heard the term, okay, but it is a trend that is very alive and well among Gen Z and younger shoppers. Refers to wearing apparel traditionally designed for outdoor activities like hiking or climbing as traditional streetwear. So outdoor wear as traditional streetwear is growing in popularity among young people. Well, I don't know that that's a huge surprise, but it is important to be aware of. Not a huge surprise here with this either, okay, that fewer employers are requiring COVID-19 shots. Okay, as we head into, we're well into fall, and you have COVID-19, RSV, the flu, you have all this stuff going on. Germs, there are germs out there, people, germs, okay, there are germs. Clean often. We had one hospitalized this past week. I told you about that. She got released. She was sent to the hospital. But keep things clean. Get I highly recommend vaccinated. Basically, you're coming down to companies aren't getting into unless you're in healthcare, their companies are really staying away from mandatory shots. And I understand that from the legal perspective, but I also understand staying healthy. I've gotten all mine shots. Everyone in our house has, and staying healthy as best as possible, but clean. Wash your hands often. It's still the same rules apply. Wash your hands often, clean surfaces often, and you will be doing good there. I did enjoy this. I mean, not to get against Kitty's son-in-law who works for Amazon, but what goes up can go down too, and the stock market has not been Amazon's friend lately, where they at the height of the pandemic they had increased their valuation and their share price because everybody was buying from home, and now they've lost $1 trillion in market capitalization. Did anybody look between the couch cushions? That just shows that everything internet is not the darling, and Amazon losing $1 trillion, not $1 billion, $1 trillion with a T, $1 trillion. They were valued at one point at like 1.8 trillion, and now are only 800 and something billion. But what can you do? This was interesting from IKEA. I wanted to talk about this from IKEA. IKEA is investing $10 million to fight inflation strapped to help, not to fight, to help inflation strapped staff. Okay, so they're increasing their discount. ThredUp is running a sale, and ThredUp is, I got something on them too. ThredUp is interesting because they're publishing all this internal survey data. So I mean, again, it's create your own excitement. Okay, consumers are open to receiving secondhand goods this holiday season. 71%. According to a ThredUp's internal survey, 71% of consumers say they want to be less wasteful this holiday season, and are open to receiving secondhand gifts. 6 in 10 Gen Zers, 66% of millennials, and 8 in 10 respondents would like to give holiday gifts that are special without spending a lot of money. The whole debt-free Christmas idea is real, and shopping secondhand helps stretch that holiday budget, helps stretch it, and consumers are feeling stretched. I mean, and what's more, businesses are feeling stretched. I mean, I am going to Washington this week. I am headed to the Capitol. I am headed to Capitol Hill this week to discuss credit card swipe fees, and I will be asking you for your support with a campaign with the National Retail Federation to contact your senators and congressmen and members of Congress to let them know about the credit card act that is up in front of Congress. We will talk about that and bring that forward this coming week. I'm headed there. So I will not be on Wednesday night because I will be late in DC Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday. I get home late Wednesday night and pass the time to come on live. But it is real important that we control costs where we can. One of the shifts as people have moved to contactless payment and to credit, which also inflation has helped force an increase in credit usage. Our cash usage in our stores, that's something I track, has dropped by 10%, more than 10%, since pre-pandemic levels. So higher merchant fees, taking a bite out of everything. Plus, we as merchants pay a credit card fee of between, the average is somewhere between 2 and 3%. So call it 2.5 cents on every dollar of sales tax you collect. So for every $100 in sales tax, you only get $97.50. So you have to submit $100, but you only get $97.50 from the consumer. So, it's just an unfair burden on businesses because of the lack of choice. So the Credit Card Competition Act has a real good chance of passing in the lame duck Congress. And so I'm going to advocate for that. But IKEA, just wanted to touch on this because IKEA is doing a really neat, they understand that their employees are facing inflation as well. And so they've temporarily increased their discounts on items or categories of items for their employees, because their employees are their shoppers too. So they've increased that. Plus, they've increased additional support by about $10 million globally for their staffers, which isn't a lot of money, but it is, every little bit helps as we look at that. As we look at the cost of everything this holiday season and this winter, okay? It's expected to be an expensive heating season, is one area that's really going to strap shoppers this holiday season. And, that is something to keep in mind for your people. But, as you level up your business, as you get more efficient, okay, as you take your business to the next level, which is what we're seeing so much success with people. I mean, I just love watching that. I love watching what you're doing. I have to share this funny news, okay? Funny, not funny, okay? I've said since the beginning, do not commit fraud with the government on any of the government's programs of pandemic aid. They will eventually find you. They will eventually find you. A New York City man was arrested, okay, for stealing around $150,000 in COVID relief loans by, using fake business identities and such. A New York City man. Okay, where was he found? Where was he arrested? One of the guys working the case was on vacation at Disney World and spotted him. He had a unique tattoo, and he spotted him there at Disneyland. You're waiting in line. It's literally a small world. And he was arrested outside Animal Kingdom, waiting to board the bus, the Disney bus, to go back to his hotel. He was arrested and is being held without bail. Cheers to that inspector who happened to notice him. And it was actually a postal inspector. Mail fraud's what they get the criminals for. Okay, it was a postal inspector that nailed him at Disney World on vacation. I love it. As that is our household's happy place. I love that. I love that. I mean, that was just awesome. When you wish upon a star. To close out tonight, one thing I want you to think about. So think about this between now and next Sunday. I want you to stick this in your head because, again, Wednesday I will be in DC on Capitol Hill advocating for small business. And I caught this week in a discussion. I was in a couple of discussions. And so I want you to think about this and think about this for growing your business. If you want a year of prosperity, grow grain. If you want 10 years of prosperity, grow trees. And if you want 100 years of prosperity, grow people. Grow your team, people. Grow your team. Think about that, and we shall discuss. We shall discuss more on that next week. But think about that. Give that some thought. You know what else you should think about is this video and everything I talk about. This video and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, you can ring the Mickey bell, Mickey bell, which catches the COVID relief criminals. Yes, you can, so that you don't miss it. You can also share it with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody be a better business operator. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday, although this Wednesday I will be in DC, so you'll catch me next Sunday, the 20th. But you will catch me. But if you have a question in between, do not hesitate to email me, Neil, Neil, at nextlevelresale.com, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. We start the program every night with the Stay Positive book. That's where we start. Tonight, we're on page 156. We can take our mess and make it our own message. We can transform our tests into testimony. And our pain can become our purpose to create a better future. Let go. Focus on the things that you have the power to change, and let go of the things that are beyond your control. You'll be amazed that when you stop trying to control everything, it all somehow works out. Surrender is the answer. Boom. Don't try to control the things you can't control. Worry about what you can. Affect the change that you can change. Own it, people. Own it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a holiday festival, open house. We're going to party, people. And when we do, I'm going to be there with you. But until then, and until next Sunday at more 8 than ish, know that you, but most importantly, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's time for dinner.